What's this wee area here? That looks bright. Don't dry, don't dry. Sorry if any water gets on the lens. Just capturing it as I can. Let's move up here and see what's in this wee area. I've not been here before. So you have a, what is that? T-shirt nation? Somebody said, what's the point of this guy? All he does is walk about and read signs. I do, mate, but some people cannot walk about and read signs, and it's a luxury, and I'm very aware of it. West Vintage, a vintage store there, selling Rambo's outfits. Wow, it's so busy. Is that a film set or something? There's a wee kind of bar place there, looks out of mono. Is that not a type of infection or something like that? There we go, what have we got here? Camera equipment. I've got camera envy. We got camera envy. I was looking for the muff. I'm here for the muff, my friend. There we go. Onwards. Wow, what's happening here? Hold on, we'll turn down the Macarena. Wow, what's happening? What's happening, my friend? I'm here from Faster Master TVs, anything worthwhile?
Children's BBC.
Children's what?
Children's BBC.
Oh, fantastic. Have a nice night, my friends. All the very best. Take it easy. I like the lighting. It dazzles. I'm like a moth. All the very best. There we go, my friends. Got a moth part to start us off on a little walk. Oh, I can see Christmas lights. So I couldn't quite hear what he said there because the Macarena is blasting out my ears. It's one of the disadvantages of having AirPods in. But for people with a kind of certain social anxiety or boredom and distraction, to blast music out in your ears while you're doing stuff like this is quite good. Oh, look at that, you get kebabs in there, look at that, wow. So that down there, that used to be the Brigade. I don't know if it's still open. One day we'll need to check it out. I used to go down there with my brother. We'd buy, you know, big, massive old TVs. You would get it for about 20 quid. It'd be all blurry and all mixed up, but you'd go home and you'd have what you thought was a massive TV, but realistically, oh, there's a wee alley, let's go down it. You would think it was a big TV, but realistically it wasn't really. It was like 17 inches. It was one of the ones where it was an unusual size. Right, what we got here, look at this. Wow, look at that. Lighting. Oh, unusual lighting. It's like he's had too many light bulbs and he decided to just fit them everywhere. Strange. Onwards, my friends. So I think we're coming up to a court. If I'm right, is it the Sheriff Court or whatever? Thankfully, never been in it. There's some big, massive balls. There we go. There's a workie. Oh, sorry, there's a wee bit of water in the lens. Give me a wee sec, my friends. Hold on. Daddy loves you. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. We've not said that part for a while. Literally months. Try and keep the water off the lens as best I can, my friends. I should have brought a wee cloth. So this here is the High Court of Justice. Is it the High Court? Wow. Bad things. It's a High Court. Not good. Right. Anyway. So we're now moving on to the Glasgow Green is up this way. We were in that in a live stream. Do you remember that? We did a live stream. Some people said it was one of the best live streams I've ever done. Where I had a few shandies and then decided to hit the red button at 1:30 in the morning. We were chasing Porsches, trying to get into them in a live stream. It's part of Faster Master stuff. But for myself, when I watched it, it's not very nice to hear yourself when you're intoxicated. Even though I wasn't drunk. The channel's not about doing things when you've had a wee tipple. It's about doing things with fear when you've not had anything. Because then you get the real benefit of it. So I deleted that, but we were in there anyway, and it was a good laugh, and I loved the fact that there was so many people watching and interacting. There was 1.6 thousand comments on that stream, and it's amazing when you ask me to go places and direct me and so on and communicate. I love that, but we'll do more of those. But I just need to get the picture quality better, because Minecraft Glasgow is not acceptable. So we're moving up. This is heading towards the Barras, the back end of the Barras. You get some flats here. These flats are, well, I was going to try and mention price. Last time I checked it was like £850 for a 1-bedroom up this neck of the woods. Quite high, quite high. What's up here? There's only one way to find out in there. Right, don't get hurt with cars. That's no content. You know what I want anyway. so I hope the picture and the sound's okay. We're on a, what day is it? Wednesday? Wednesday night. Getting late. Freezing cold and rainy. Oh, hold on, more rain on the lens. 2 seconds, my friends. Right, hold on. Hold on. There we go. I'm sorry about this. What bad content. Thank you so much for waiting there. Right, look at that. The lighting. The rain hitting off the Scottish pavements. Where are you watching from? I've got people from Canada, people from New Zealand, a lot of people from Glasgow and the outskirts, people from Scotland. I don't know if I've seen anybody from England. Well, I have, they used to stay in Scotland and they like seeing the places they used to stay, which is exactly what I would do if I wasn't here anymore. Wow, abandoned buildings of Glasgow. Look at this. There's another old building that's getting left for plants to take over. Glasgow City Council, what's happening? Is Brandon Lee up there playing the electric guitar? Planning his vengeance. That's what it looks like. Just got a wee lap around here. Like that. Bit horny. Oh my god, bit horny. What is that? It's another old building. So as you can see, there's beautiful big buildings everywhere in Glasgow, but they're kinda, some of them are taken care of, and some of them are abandoned and let down. So do a little quick lap round here. The ground's super slidey here, I don't know what's going on. That's a nice umbrella, isn't it? I like that, it dazzles. I've got brawly envy. When we were watching those filmers shortly ago, they didn't have any muffs. I don't know what's going on. Wow. Nice little birch bark trees. See these birch trees? You can use the bark to set fires even in the rain because it has lots of oils in it. This is the kind of stream we're having tonight, my friends. It's no Hyper Master, Faster Master TV, it's Birch Bark, Ray Mears TV. We're having a nice wee chilled out one. Faster Master, Faster Master. Oh, he's taking a chance cycling on this. It's slidey, so slimy. Anyway, my friends, onwards. So, we're going to do another Glasgow scheme video soon, this week in fact, and I'm going to go out and film it this week, and I've decided where I'm going to go. I'm not going to tell you yet because I want it to be a surprise, but we're going to do them all, or almost all of them, that I can think of. Oh, I was going to try and get in the gates, but they're closing. Indiana Jones, come on. But yeah, we're going to do some more scheme ones. We're going to go there and capture as much of the atmosphere of the places as possible. See what it's like. And hopefully we meet some amazing people. I know we will. I just feel it. And people want the sketchiness and the risk and stuff like that, and there always is when you're holding a camera and talking to it and stuff like that. But I hope for things that enlighten me and show, maybe show up certain parts of councils and make them start to redirect a bit of funding towards things instead of just the community having to manifest these things while paying taxes and so on and so forth. So you've got the Barras is over that way. Shall we take a wee walk along the Barras? What we'll do actually, we'll go along this way and then we'll cut down, so it's a little bit of a kind of covert entrance to the Barras. We'll see if the lights are on. What day are we on? Wednesday? Don't know if things happen in the Barras on a Wednesday. I think it might be Thursday, but we'll check it out anyway. So as I say, there's not going to be any edits, so there will be a bit of bad patter and waffle, but I hope we can forgive that. This is just real life, trying to balance a brolly. Oh, look at that. Nice big flats. What's happening there? What's happening? I'm curious what's happening. Is there anything interesting happening there? Are you lighting stuff up? Are you filming? You are filming. What are you filming? Wow, what are you filming, guys? Can I film? Private parking. What's happening? I'm getting drawn in by the moths. Hi there, I'm here from Faster Master TV to provide the muff. What's happening, guys? Look at this. Wow. What's happening? Wow, the wind and the rain. Look at this. Look at this, my friends. We have a film set, a real live film set. How you doing, my friend? What's happening? I'm from Faster Master TV and I'm drawn in by the large muff in the sky there. What's happening? Is that a film set? Is that a film set?
Yeah, you talking to.
Sorry, my friend?
You're talking into that as well, eh?
I'm talking to you as well, mate. Is it a film set or something like that?
Yeah. You don't have to. I'm on here, bud. I'm on here.
Sorry?
I'm on here. You don't have to shout at me.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Sorry.
I've got earphones in. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good.
You okay, aye?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it is a film set. Well, it's not a film set. It's just a TV.
Is it?
TV.
Oh, you're
It's not a
filming.
film.
Oh, you're filming over there as well. Sorry, mate. I had the
No, that's a different one.
Oh, is that a different one?
There's two running.
Is it the same company?
No.
No. I had the Macarena in my ear. Sorry, my friend. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. Sorry, my friend. Just off the cameras right there. Oh, all right. Okay, no problem. No problem. You have a good night. All the very best. Take it easy. There we go. There we go. I was speaking too loud. The Macarena was too loud. There you go. You seen that there? Anyway, that was quite awkward. Felt like I was getting told off by my dad. But there you go. There you go, my friends. What do you think? It looks a wee bit boring. I'm not going to lie. Oh, there you go. Action. Well, that guy's got a glow-in-the-dark chest. Are you E.T., mate? I told you the part would be bad. I must have been pure shouting at him because I've got the music blasting it. He was like, what's going on? Anyway, my friends, there we go. It's always interesting to investigate. I wonder if they had hoped for rain or whether, no pun intended, whether they're just making the best of it, which is what I would do. But anyway, you know, I could feel myself getting a little bit when he was saying about, oh, you're shouting and stuff. I felt a little bit, you probably wouldn't have heard that because he was whispering. He was like, oh, could you keep your voice down? I felt a little bit like, listen, mate, I'm from Glasgow. If I want to shout in my streets, I'll shout. It's not a breach of the peace. You know what I mean? Shouting's not illegal, mate. What about fruit sellers? This is an Audit in Britain joke. When he's like, strawberries, strawberries. Can't I do the fruit sellers for breach of the peace? Oh, look at that. That looks a little bit, I'm not going to say what a comical, a bit of a bad placement of the moustache there. Anyway, so but then it was like, come on, you're trying to create your dreams out here filming, and they're trying to do the same. So it's like patience, a little bit of love, and a little bit of muff. And I don't know if you've seen the size of their muff. It was huge. I really did have muff envy because you probably seen the size of the muff on my chest and was like, it's a peasant, that tiny wee muff. But I'm like, mate, this muff has been all around the city. This muff has been in Portugal. It's you know, gets around and kicking about the tune. So some amazing patter in the comments recently. You know who you all are, and I thank you so much. I know I say it a lot, but it really does make a difference when you have a proper community that, you know, they do watch to the end and they do listen and they feed back honestly, you know, calm down a bit, or you can tell you're worried or you're relaxed and so on. And it does make a difference because it means I can be more myself, which is why I originally started the channel. I wasn't contriving myself to create some kind of character. I like to play characters, I like to role play, you know, Faster Master and have different energies because that's fun. But ultimately, wow, where's your trousers, mate? Where's your trousers? Maybe that's the style. Ultimately, I'm trying to create, like a sculptor remove the clay to expose what's underneath. And that is, I don't know, I get a clearer definition of communication for myself and the people I love, so that I may help them and myself quicker and have less anxieties and silly hang-ups and so on. Anyway, enough about me ranting. You've probably turned off by now. But there goes to the Barras, normally bustling a Saturday, Sunday, although I would say no anywhere near where it used to. So the Barraland sign is off. I just stood in a big puddle. Look at that writing. You see that there, that graffiti up the top here? That's unusual. I've never quite seen that. What is that? It doesn't look like Japanese writing. It looks almost like Mayan or Inca to me. Does anybody know what that is? I like it though. It's nice. There you go, my friends. Well, that's a pretty sketchy wee alley, isn't it? Aye. I'm betting. Ah, carpet. I'm hoping it's a carpet. No, a body in there. Man, there's a body in the carpet. So, moving up by the Barras, which is off. The lighting's off, sadly. You get the classic Barras sign up there. Hold on, just to wipe the lens a wee bit. Sorry about this, my friends. Oh, there's a lot of water getting on the camera. Sorry about that, my friends. I just try not to edit anything. I want to keep it real. Keep it real. What's the camera lens looking like now? There's a lot of water on the camera. If this is the last video you ever see of the Faster Master, know that it's not me that's been damaged. It's the camera. It's a camera, mate. I do have a backup, and it's not as good. But I tell you what I'm going to do in the next coming videos. Didn't bother, mate. In the next videos, I'm going to bring back the old chest cam, the old magnetically stuck chest cam that I had, and that's going to be an addition, an extra addition to our filming, so that we can run and climb and jump like a gazelle, like a spider monkey over fences and scaffolding. And we'll do both of them. You can have HD close-ups with this camera, indoors and outdoors, and then when the chest cam comes into play, we can John Wick mode it and sprint and run and jump over fences and so on, and we'll just move Faster Master from A to B and see how that looks, and we'll edit both of those together. You can have both at the same time. Oh, matron. Or you can have just one. You get a solo traveller. There. You see the big barber's thing turning. It was normally just red and white to signify bandages and red bloodletting. That's what that used to be signifying. I don't want to put blue on it. Maybe it annoy the pubs over there. I don't know. Anyway, enough said about that, my friends. So you have is it St Jude's? I always get that, St Luke's. Every time I get this wrong. What's the matter with me? There's something wrong with me. My mum did used to drink Tennent's Super when I was in the womb, I think. So there'll definitely be something up with me. By St Luke's. 2 seconds, my friends. We're going and have a wee look. See what's happening in St Luke's. What's happening in St Luke's, my friends? Oh, it's awfully busy. Wow. Hold on. I'm going to put my brolly down. What's happening here? Full frontal. Enabled. Wow. Oh, how you doing, my friend? There you go.
Cheers, pal, thank you.
Wow, how you doing? I'm an annoying YouTuber. Do you work here?
Not really.
No. Oh, there's a dog. Beautiful. There you go. Fantastic. There you go, my friends. Look at this. Wow, this is beautiful. Wow, this is beautiful. Hi, how you doing? I'm an annoying YouTuber. I'm filming me. Is there anything I can film here for my you? Can I film your tree? Like that tree thing?
You can film whatever.
Fantastic. Thank you. I've never. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Wow, it's beautiful. Look at this. Absolutely, of course I will. Thank you so much. And it's warm. My hands are warm. Where you go, my friends. Look at this. Old cigar cutters or something like that. Fantastic. The tree here. We've got a TV and the lights. I like the sign and the dazzles. This is nice. It's like Red Dead Redemption. You get nice booths here. I love that. Look at this, my friends. Hold on. Camera down, boy. Camera down, boy. Look at this. Look at the candle. We're here for the candle, my friends. Oh, there's hold on. Daddy loves you. There we go. Boom. We're here for the candles. We're here for the atmosphere and the lighting. I should wear that. John Wick should wear that. Oh, look at his skull. You see that? That's amazing, isn't it? Beautiful bar, beautiful lighting. Fantastic Winged Ox Guest Brewery. What kind of drinks do we have? We've got Tennent's, we've got Winged Ox, we've got Heavily, Winged Ox Tennent's. Obviously your different spirits and so on. You can make some cocktails with this. Amazing. Christmas decorations, but this is where I want to sit. I'd sit here with my friends. Oh, does he have any friends? With part like that. That's beautiful. Amazing. Fantastic. Oh, there's a wee doggy. Thank you so much. Amazing. Thank you so much for that, my friend. All the very best. Have a lovely evening. Thank you. There we go, my friends. That was beautiful. I get a nice wee heat as well. And let's just capture some atmospheres for yourself. This camera, sometimes it goes too high. Of course, it's not my fault. It's the camera's fault. Anyway, let's grab the brolly and move onwards, my friends. Simple as that. We capture some atmospheres and we move on. So again, thank you so much for joining me. That is St Luke's there. A lot of people come here for a few pints before they go to the Barras. Know me, because I am antisocial, as you can probably tell. I don't really speak much, you know, but I would certainly come back there and have a wee pint now that I've seen it. So what do you think? Is that nice? Certainly the staff are super friendly, and I'm always hesitant. But he who hesitates masturbates, and this is not what that channel is about, is it? It's about creation. And as we know, my friends, the greatest vengeance is creation. We build bigger cities, we build more art, we create more people, and people from other towns and cities want to be around us because we've got the best city. Ancient Rome and Greece, you've got nothing on faster Master TV's community. Morrison's, do you know what? I did a live stream not that long ago, and I ended the live stream saying Morrison's was my favourite supermarket. And then I went in and had an argument with the security guard. Can you believe it? And the reason I did have an argument with him, not an argument, I was explaining to him to know put people in uncomfortable positions, because I don't know if you've noticed recently, but there's a pattern of retailers. They'll assume that people are shoplifters and so on, and they'll check bags and so on and so forth, and it's okay if you say going to make sure something's detagged, but if you're walking out a supermarket and the door alarm goes off and they're asking you to come back, it's not acceptable. So I was just explaining to him that you can't start filtering people through narrow doorways and asking to see in people's bags just because an alarms went off. You can maybe request it, but it is definitely a customer service issue, and it's definitely can affect a customer's shopping experience. Publicly opening somebody's bag in front of hundreds of people, it's not exactly good service, is it? Especially when they don't request it. So yeah, I decided I'd go to Lidl instead. So anyway, my friends, enough of the waffle. Let's have a look at Santa. You see him there? There we go. So what do you think? What's that? 25 minutes unedited, rambling, bad patter, rainy nights, but we finished in a beautiful place, St Luke's, and beautiful staff, beautiful environment, nice leather chairs. I'll be back in there to get a wee cappuccino or a wee cocktail. There we go, my friends. We're at the Carlton. Life expectancy of 56 years old here. Not great. Not great. But we're going to improve that. So my friends, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for putting up with all my patter and all my brawly wars. But anyway, I'll catch yous very, very soon.